Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Thursday, October 15th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. We have a lot of very important information to go over. So in today's video, we're first going to go over how Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said Wednesday that it's unlikely a stimulus bill would pass before the election day, even as negotiations are continuing and things are looking better. We're going to go over exactly when he thinks we will see a bill pass and what he says is currently going on. After that, we're going to go over how Representative Frank Pallone Jr., who is a chair of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, gave us a status on what is going on with stimulus negotiations. And he said that this is a battle not just about funding and the total price tag, but what we're going to do with the money and where the money should be allocated. And finally, at the end of the video, we have important information from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who met yesterday on Wednesday morning, but were not able to strike a deal. They're set to meet again later today, and we're going to go over exactly what they got done in this meeting. We're going to go over all of this and more, but before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free to do so, and it currently says about 50% of you watching are not subscribed. So if you'd like to stay up to date on the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as other news updates, then please be sure to subscribe. So, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said Wednesday that it was unlikely that a stimulus bill would pass before the election, even as negotiations are going well and they're continuing. Mnuchin said Wednesday at the Milken Institute's global conference after the meeting with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi that he'd say at this point, getting something done before the election and executing on that would be very difficult, just given where they are in the level of details, but how they are going to continue to work through these issues, and eventually they will reach an agreement. He said just probably not before the election, especially since it is only a couple weeks away. He goes on to explain how there are a lot of money issues right now on the total price tag and how much should be spent, but there are also policy issues, which makes things take a lot longer. Ultimately, he said that the $2.2 trillion bill that the House passed is close to 1,600 pages, and the importance is in the details of this bill, so they have to be able to go through the language very carefully, and that is why it's taking a long time. He explained that that is why the gap between the House Democrats' $2.2 trillion bill and President Donald Trump's $1.8 trillion counteroffer is a lot deeper than just $400 billion as it appears. Moving on, Representative Frank Pallone Jr., who is chair of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, has led the fight to include a national virus testing policy in the second stimulus package. He said that this battle is not just about funding, but what we're going to do with the money and where the money should go. He explained how Trump has no plan, and he continues to say the virus will disappear on its own and everybody will be tested, but ultimately that's not true. Frank Pallone goes on to say that if you don't spend the money to crush the virus, and if you don't have a very detailed virus plan to achieve this goal, well then the money doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter how much money you spend because it ultimately won't be able to solve the problem. And finally, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin spoke Wednesday morning, but again did not strike a deal on more stimulus. Pelosi spokesperson Drew Hamil said in a tweet on Wednesday that the pair talked by phone and had a very productive discussion about language in relief proposals delivered over the weekend, but they said they weren't able to reach an agreement yet. Mnuchin said Wednesday that he and Pelosi had comprehensive discussions on a lot of issues. He added that one major area of disagreement continues to be that the White House lacks understanding of the need for a national strategic testing plan. Pelosi and Mnuchin, the lead negotiators in aid talks between the White House and congressional Democrats, plan to speak again Thursday, and Mnuchin went on to say how they will continue to make progress on certain issues, but on other issues they continue to be far apart. Ultimately, the Treasury Secretary, who over the weekend urged Congress to allow businesses to access a second Paycheck Protection Program loan from the $130 billion in unused funds, said that the all-or-nothing approach from Nancy Pelosi on legislation doesn't make sense. He explained how they can get money out to people right now who need it, but Nancy Pelosi only wants to spend $2.2 trillion, and if the bill isn't that much, she doesn't want to pass anything else. As a result of them not being able to come to an agreement on the total price tag, Mnuchin conceded that getting something done before the election and executing a deal, getting it passed by both the House, the Senate, and the President would be very difficult. So anyways, that's a quick update on the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.